You're watching Flippy James Disc Golf. My name is James. Happy you're here. No flip today. I am way too sore. I'm back at where I played the MVP Circuit Challenge, and if you don't know what that is, it's where you get 3 discs, one from MVP, Axiom, and Streamline, and those are the only 3 discs you could play from. The difference for today is I'm playing with the 3 discs that I think should have been in the challenge instead of the pack that you actually got. The first disc that I think should have been in the challenge is the MVP Watt. While I think the Watt would have been awesome to have in the challenge, I do know that it is a challenge. And this year we had 3 overstable discs, and they were the Runway, which is an overstable mid-range, the Servo, which is not like super overstable, and then we have the newest disc that just released is the Tempo. It's not even released yet. It's only available if you play a circuit challenge. Now, while it would have been awesome to have the Watt in the challenge, I do understand that they just released the Watt as well, and I think that if they would have put it in the circuit challenge, it most likely would have taken away from sales, or I think that they would have had to up the price of the entry fee for the circuit challenge. The second disc that I think they should have had in there, they already did. It was the Tempo, 210 feet to the left of the trees. I think that's good. The Tempo was probably the most popular disc that came out for the challenge. And I mean, of course, because it was the newest, you would compare it to a Zone. I think it's also the disc that I threw the most throughout the challenge when I played it. I should have putted with it, really. During the round, I absolutely shanked my drive. And I think the Watt's a better play, but I'm gonna try and give myself a little redemption for my horrible drive in the challenge. We're going Tempo. Little high. Yeah, way too high. Oh, kind of got saved by that tree. It's about to rain. I'm gonna try and speed this up. Another reason why I think the Watt would have been great to have in the challenge is so you have like something neutral to putt with. Oh no, it definitely would have helped out. One more hole before I tell you what I think the third disc should have been. Going Tempo, forehand, 210 feet. Get up there. I'm playing way better today than I did in that challenge. I remember I missed a putt from this far in the challenge too. Back putt. On this hole. It was that hole I missed it. It was right over there. My putting was off that day. I was using the Runway. It doesn't make much sense. The third disc I think they should have had in the challenge is the Streamline Ascend. This way you would have had an understable disc, an overstable disc, and a completely neutral disc. Now, the ones that I have here today that I'm playing with, they're all Neutron, and in the circuit challenge, you had Neutron, Proton, and Electron. So you had one of everything. 270, I'm gonna throw it flat, nice and smooth at the tree in the middle, and I'm wanting it to just drift right the whole time. Oh, it hit a tree, made it stable up. Similar to the Watt, they just came out with a Proton, like a prototype Proton Ascend. So I think that if they would have put that in the circuit challenge, it probably would have cut down on disc sales. Disc sales. The Watt's a putter, man. If they would have came out with the Watt and Electron just for the circuit challenge, that would have been dope. People would have definitely signed up for it. I mean, of course they did for the Tempo too, like me, but this and Electron, whoo. On this hole in the challenge, I threw the Servo and tried to do a big Anheuser. I'm actually gonna try and see if I can get this Ascend to roll. I'm not the best at rollers, and it's also starting to rain. Now cut, oh my gosh. It's just going. Oh, it's so far. I might be good at rollers now. I like that. Oh man. I don't know why I babied that. Big baby. Just had to take a break for the rain. It is sprinkling a little bit still, but we're gonna try and get past these 3 holes so we can get into the woods. I threw my Servo off the tee when I played here. Had a good shot, probably my best shot of the day. But we're gonna see if I can get the Ascend to flip up, go flat, turn a little bit, and then come back. The tree out there with the orange Mando on it is like 400 feet, I believe is what they told me. Might have turned it too much. I mean, that's really far right, but I was kind of cut off by that tree when I played. But this is actually a better line to get to the basket than where I was when I played the round. Now come back. Oh gosh, did that go long? No, that's all right. I think we got a jump putt. Let's see if we can get this jump putt around this tree here. We're probably 65 out. Did that stay in? Let's go! That felt so good. Another reason for the Ascend being a good option to have for the Circuit Challenge would be because I don't think just like amateurs and up are playing these challenges. I think new players are coming in and trying out different discs. Maybe they just started playing, they like MVP, and they want to be just a part of it. Coming into it where there's 3 discs that are going to be probably overstable for a beginner, that's probably not going to make it as much fun. And again, like I said in the beginning, I know it was a challenge, but I think having a wider range for a challenge is way more fun, especially because we're all playing on different style of courses. I don't want to land over there, so I'm going to throw a big hyzer to the right. We got 350 feet. I'm going to land over there. I didn't throw it to the right. I threw it straight at the basket. Sit down fast. Good thing that was high. Kind of slipped out a little bit. Not the best throw. I just said good thing that that was high, but it's actually a bad thing. If it would have been lower, it would have flipped more and most likely would have been closer to the basket. All in all, it just was a bad shot. The smart play here is to go tempo, just hyzer it around all this stuff. But the fun play is to go watt, try and throw it straight at the basket. Oh, too much hyzer. All right, what should have been the play? I guess this wasn't the worst play. All right, it's starting to rain. I got my hat covering the camera. We're actually gonna end on this hole because I think I'll be able to throw each disc and get a birdie on this last one. Taking the Ascend off the drive, gonna make sure it's on hyzer, flip up, not turn it over, not throw it too high. We're gonna do a good last shot with the Ascend. Maybe throw it a little too high. Oh, that's gonna set us up perfect for the tempo. We're actually a little bit farther out than I thought. I don't know if I want, I went higher than I thought too. I don't know if I wanna go backhand and flex it there, or if it's gonna be a forehand. We're gonna go backhand. Oh, and I didn't put enough on it. You know what, I think I could've got it there forehand now. Oh no, it's a little far. I was too stuck in my head about throwing the tempo next and then the watt. The watt would have been the play to throw here. Just throw it straight at the basket. Not going to be able to finish the last 9, but I think the front 9 is pretty much all we needed to discuss why these 3 discs might be better. If you've played in a Circuit Challenge already, let me know if you think these 3 would have been more fun for you and where you're at. If you don't think they are, but you also didn't like what came in the Circuit Challenge pack, what 3 discs would you have rather seen in it this year? Or what 3 discs would you like to see in it next year? This just seemed like a way more well-rounded pack to me than what actually came with. I know a lot of people didn't care for the runway. They weren't excited about it to begin with, and then when they played with it, I don't even think people can resell them right now. Like, not trying to be mean, but nobody really wants them. But then again, also, how I said earlier, they probably didn't want to limit sales from other discs by putting them in the Circuit Challenge, which also totally makes sense. It also kind of goes back to plastics. They did want to have a neutron, proton, and an electron, 3 different plastics in their pack, which you just couldn't have done that with these 3. If you want to watch a review of any of these 3 discs or see my full 18 holes of the Circuit Challenge that I played, I'm going to leave all of the videos here on the screen. You can pick which one. For those of you that are subscribed, a quick update on my content schedule. I was on vacation last weekend. I'm going on another one this Friday, and so content production is going to be down a little bit. I am doing some more traveling soon, so you're going to get to see more courses played with my bag, and then in the bag is also coming soon. So if you want to see that, make sure you're subscribed. Thanks for being here. See you in the next one.